What are the states of matter? So we're familiar with solid, liquid, and gas. Pero what are what is the total enumeration of all the states of matter? So we have the familiar solid atoms are tightly packed, they are vibrating in fixed places. Liquids, they maintain a fixed distance from one another, and then for gas, the particles are free. The fourth state of matter that we'll be including in this list is going to be Bose-Einstein condensate. It is a state of matter in which separate atoms or subatomic particles cooled near absolute zero coalesce into a single quantum mechanical entity that is one that can be described by a wave function on a near macroscopic scale. This form of matter was predicted in 1924 by Albert Einstein on the basis of the quantum formulations of the Indian physicist Satyendra Nath Bose. That's Bose-Einstein condensate. It's quite familiar. The next one is a quark-gluon plasma. This should have existed for only 10 microseconds or so after the birth of the universe in the Big Bang, when the universe was too hot and energetic for quarks to coalesce into particles such as neutrons and protons. The quarks and the gluons through which they interact should have existed freely as plasma, akin to the more familiar plasma of ions and electrons that forms when conditions are too energetic for electrons to remain attached to atomic nuclei, as for example in the sun. So that's the next one, quark-gluon plasma. The next one is a degenerate matter. Degenerate matter is matter whose properties are determined by quantum mechanics. This matter can behave very differently to the matter that we are familiar with. You can call degenerate matter the counterpart of matter that respects the ideal gas law. Matter becomes degenerate under the enormous pressures of very dense stellar remnants and the stars. And then ionized plasma. Plasma in physics is an electrically conducting medium in which there are roughly equal numbers of positively and negatively charged particles produced when the atoms in a gas becomes ionized. And the last state of matter is fermionic condensate. It is created by cooling a cloud of 500,000 potassium 40 atoms less than a millionth of a degree above absolute zero. Fermionic condensates are related to BECs. Both are made of atoms that coalesce at low temperatures to form a single object. But in BEC, the atoms are bosons. In fermionic condensates, they are called fermions.